Okay, finally, that guy is out of here and we have some peace and quiet. Here's my front garden bed with the Eden roses right here, which are not blooming right now. Oh my gosh, red ones. I'm having a senior moment here. Sorry. The knockout roses, there we go, are blooming again as usual. They look great, but these I had to cut back. The canes were just getting really old and brittle, and I needed to thin them out, and this is the new growth on them. They look really, really good. So next spring, they should have some really, really pretty blooms on them. Here's the other one. It's doing pretty well. And I've got my Souvenir de la Malmaison roses putting on a few blooms, not too many. This Eden rose has just exploded. There's like so many new canes. I mean, look at all that new growth, guys. That's insanity. Like, I'm so excited. Next spring is gonna be amazing. It's gonna look so good. So I've got to figure out a way to control all this growth and tie it back to that little trellis on the wall there. So wish me luck with that. Let's go over to the front porch. I've got O'Malley here taking a walk with me. Here's my little fall decor for now. I'm not doing too much this year because we really need to redo the front porch. You can see the steps have peeling paint and they don't look the greatest, but that's life. So I'm working with what I got right now. But I just planted these mums and violas in these little pots here, and after they're done blooming, I'm gonna put some tulips in there. I can't do it now because down here in the south, if I were to put them in now, they would come up prematurely and the blooms would be ruined. So I've got all of my tulips in my fridge right now, which is over 700 tulips. I know, I'm insane. So I don't pot those up until about December, and I put them all in pots just because it's easier that way. I don't want to be out digging holes in the ground in December. I don't really feel like doing that, so it's just easier to put everything in pots when it comes to tulips. Daffodils I plant now because those do fine. Those don't need a bunch of cold weather like tulips do. And so that's just what I have to do to get really beautiful tulips like you get up north. Down here in the south, you have to stick them in the fridge for about 2 to 3 months, 2.5 maybe. As long as you've got, like, you know, maybe even 6 weeks. You might even be able to pull off 6 weeks. But I've had mine in the fridge for a month already, and I'm just gonna keep them in there until I'm ready to plant them out in December. So I've got a few mums here, and I just planted up some pansies. We got our pumpkins. The kids picked those out. I love this little pansy here. That's a pretty one. I like that coloring. And all the colors. The bronze colored mums are just beautiful. O'Malley, you just make everything look so pretty. You my pretty kitty. Yes, you're my pretty kitty. I potted this up a couple weeks ago and just did a whole bunch of different foliage. I really like the texture of this pot between the hosta and the carex and the heuchera and the coleus and the ivy. That's what I've got in here. So it really does just have a pretty mesh of coloring to it. And here's some pumpkins we got. And I thought I'd pop in a little bunny, because why not? Bunnies are around in the fall too. But I just love these Cinderella pumpkins, and I forget what that one is on the left. I forget what that's called. Maybe it's a type of Cinderella pumpkin, but it has a specific name. I'm just not sure what. And then over here, I've got my autumn fairy with another mum in a really neat wood, twisted wood basket, and a pumpkin that my daughter picked out. And then we got, you know, a fall wreath. And my ferns still look great. They're doing pretty well. So got a nice little combo going on here in the porch. And then, oh, I got some echinacea seeds that I'm saving. And I'll spread those later in the garden. But yeah, so this is it as far as the front porch decor goes. Let's see if we can find some pretty blooms in the rose garden. Here's a pretty bloom from Savannah. And then it looks like we've got some Jude the Obscure over here. These are pretty. I'll get rid of that one there. Those look great. Oh, they smell so good. Y'all, Jude is one of the best smelling roses there is. Amazing. I love it. I've got some Evelyn. These are a little faded, but they're still pretty. And here's an Evelyn that's just opening up. Another amazing rose that smells incredible. I think there's a big rose over here that I took a picture of earlier, and I did post it on Garden Answer Groupies and David Austin Roses on Facebook and all that fun stuff, and on my Instagram. Look at that thing. Isn't that amazing? Oh, it smells so good too. Such a pretty rose. Oh, just love it. And I believe this is James Galway, I think. That one smells good too. David Austin just has such beautifully fragrant roses. And you know, they're a little tough to grow in the South because they get leggy. I mean, see how leggy my Evelyn is? And it's just not, it's not shrub-like, like, you know, like a knockout rose would be. And that's okay. It's just, man, it would be nice to have those blooms on a shrubby rose, but it's just so hot here that the canes like to get big and long, and that's just the way it is. These are my Kordes roses right here. These are massive, and look at this. They're still growing, still doing their thing. But look at this, isn't this beautiful? This is Summer Romance. One of my favorite Kordes roses. This one's a little bit more faded, but look at all that. Love it. Oh, so beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? I have a lot of Summer Romance. It's one of my favorite roses. It's got a really nice scent to it. This one's Caramella. This one's kind of a faded bloom, but it's still really, really pretty. And there's some more Summer Romance. And then that big rose bush right there next to the birdhouse is, what is that? Generous Gardener, that's what it is. And y'all, my jasmine is out of control around the mailbox. I don't know what to do with that. It is just going crazy. I might have to move that to the pergola out back by the pool. Oh, here's First Crush, one of my favorites. I say one of my favorites for everything. Like, I love all roses. Like, I just can't get enough. Each one is so different and has a different scent and a different shape and form and color. And so I just say, hey, this is one of my favorites because I love them all. Yeah, that smells good. They all smell so good. But, and then I think this is another Jude that is kind of, it's a little old. Oop, yep, there it goes. Oh well. Let's go over here and I'm going to show you my Munstead wood roses, which are, haven't deadheaded much, so there's not a ton of blooms, but they sure are pretty. Look at that. Yeah, and they smell really, really good too. I've got 3 of these rose bushes here. And then over here is the Queen of Sweden rose, which has a few blooms on it too. Let's see over here. Oh wow, look at that, guys. Oh my gosh. That is so pretty. Oh, gorgeous. And then here's Queen of Sweden. So dainty. Really, really pretty color. All right, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this and hope you have a great afternoon. Bye-bye.